Welcome to Ravens Over. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to build my family up, and also you can follow me on Instagram. If you follow me, I'll follow back. There's an Instagram button at the top. Please subscribe to my channel, and let's go to the video. Let's go.
Hey, what's up, what's up, what's up? How you doing? How you been? What's going on? What's good? How you getting in? Body getting the fight. What's going on, people? What's going on, people? It is the day of another day that we call Monday. Anybody being said what's gonna be mostly everybody's doing everything as far as being safe on this day and knocking down doors and making your dreams come true and not letting anyone stop you from anything that you want to do. Now I'm gonna tell you something with you, something I haven't shared with you in reference to depression. Now I've been struggling with a lot of depression because of a lot of things when I told you when I came over a lot of land. And I kind of was going through it, and some of you caught on to it, but, you know. And I think with me, my personal opinion, when it came to me, I think when I was in the gay lifestyle versus coming into this one, I thought that it was like the same, but unfortunately, so why would you think that? Because the same type of men are also this in one way, I'm messing with them this way. The names change, but at the end of the day, it's still the same man. Then I went to get a job and I worked inside of a gay bar, which I worked for like 4 years or 5 years, I'm not sure. Forget the dates. I think it was 4 years. Because I was a super for 5 years. So it was 4 years. Okay, so this is the thing. When I got to the establishment, this is like the beginning start of the depression, which I didn't really realize it at that time, but due to the fact I've been home and doing these vlogs and stuff, I got a chance to recollect a lot of things that I learned within myself. How did I get this way? How did I get this so depressed? Because I was like this one happy-go-lucky type of person, but as I learned as far as getting in my truth, I started going into a deep depression. When I was working inside of the gay bar and stuff like that, I felt as though I was around my people, and I love my people so much, but I learned that my people didn't really love me. And it's not like everybody there, because some people gave me amounts of love that was crazy, and then some people was just, you know, assholes, which means they're everybody community and stuff like that. But people that I was cool with, and I used to close my eyes to things that I was not really ready to accept. And I had to sit back and think, like, why was these people around you, and they talk so bad about you, and you still embrace it? I had guys that I would give rides home and had a car home that would bring people to the bar to say, you know, that's not a real girl serving the bar. And their friends that they were bringing there, cis women, straight people, would go, why would you do that? What they would do is come back and apologize, Raven, I'm sorry I did that to you. But they were gay. Not only gay, they were like really gay. But they would point out to me, they would actually bring straight people to the gay club and point them out to me. It bothered me, but I just overlooked it. Because it goes back to, like I said before, the brainwashing job is real. As a child growing up, I'm not going to start the blaming the parents shit, but as a child growing up, and you express who you are, and you let them know, and they shoot it down, they attack and stuff like that. Then you try to get other people in your family members to talk to them, and they refuse, so that leads you in a situation that you have to accept the things that you cannot change. You have to make it work for you when you're standing in your truth. So as a child, they wouldn't help me, so I stayed there, and I traveled it over to be an adult. Now when someone says something against me, I just close it out in my mind to say there's a child, but I went to the adulthood, and I didn't realize what I was doing until I got the time off from working and being who I am in my true self. Now, as you grow older and stuff, and I was in the bar, and people come and make comments and stuff, and why did you do that shit and stuff? You should have stayed the way you are. Now, these are gay people. This is not cis people. This is not straight people. These are gay people that is chastising me, talking bad about me. and also call me I'm a man in a wig, all this other kind of shit. And these are gay guys. The ones that thought had my back didn't have my back, and I was still up in their faces. Like I had this love for them, and I just overlooked it because I was already sure that you just got to deal with it another way. And when I got, I don't know, since I've been in this land, I got home and stuff, and I'm not working in, I got a chance to recollect and relive actually everything that happened. And I kept saying, why am I so depressed? Why am I so depressed? Because the people I love so much was poisoning my own brain against me. That's why I'm a jaded bitter bitch. That's why I don't trust people, because the ones I thought had my back didn't. Now the same ones that would put me down with sharing secrets with me, and I won't share this with you as far as what they told me about themselves, but I sit up there and I was like, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And it actually started triggering in my brain. Now, in case you don't understand what this means that they implanted negative thoughts inside of your brain, and it never really takes flight until you get alone to yourself and you have that quiet time and you start thinking about all the things people have said, and it starts fucking with you, and it starts fucking with you. Now, this is like the beginning start of my depression, which I didn't realize it, but as I got up, you know, the job closed and stuff, I started living and learning everything I was doing wrong. Dating men, like I said before, I thought that I would date gay men. They said they were straight. But I had a conversation with somebody I messed with when I was like in Uberlala, and I asked him, I said, why didn't you tell me you were straight? He was like, why would you think I was gay? Because I was like, why would I think you're straight playing the bed with me and you know what's up with me? That doesn't make sense to me. And I know some girls like, well, girl, just because they did a date don't make you a man. It makes you a woman. Girl, okay, that's where you're at. I'm not going to join on to every bullshit y'all want to sell. If that's where you at, that's where you at. When I said it was who I was, I didn't say I was a trans woman. I didn't say I was two-spirit. I said I was a girl. I'm not going past that. It is what it is. You call yourself what you want to say. I said what I want to say. My spirit remains who I am, and my spirit identifies me and myself. So I moved forward and I learned that how did I get beat down even more? I started levitating towards men. And the powerful thing you have to understand, what I always tell you, if someone doesn't agree with you, get rid of them. Because at that point, they're hurting you with love. They're using love to tear you down. They're using love to break you down mentally. Now you're saying, oh, I can handle it, oh, the hell with them, I don't believe. But when they leave, they took a lot of you away, and you don't know it. And I know it's not just an LGBT thing. I know it's not a two-spirit thing. I know it's not a girl, like I say. I know it's a universal thing because I've talked to a lot of people and conversed, but I'm only sharing what I've gone through as far as my depression. Now, I started getting mad. And then when I met a guy that I fell in love with, it was another girl like me. I introduced her to him, and they went behind my back. And it bothered me. It really fucked me up because I didn't know about that the girls, if you bring a man in front of your sisters, that she would go after him. Now me myself, I was just trying to show them that we can do this, there are men out here and stuff like that, we could be happy, we get jobs, and it blew up in my face. And it hurt me so bad that I went into a deep depression. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. And I watched how they tried to say that it wasn't what I thought. And I would watch them do the window at Hanger, and I watched him throw something, like signal to her to walk out the bar because I was there with her. And I'm watching her through the mirror, and I'm sitting there just looking at the whole thing. I never said nothing to him. I never said nothing to her. I just sit there in shock because here's the man I'm spending all my money and everything trying to get him on his feet. And I'm watching him betray me before my very eyes. And I dealt with that. I'm not going to say what happened, but I did say what happened before I snapped. And he blamed me, you know. He said, well, it's your fault because if you would let me be a man and stuff like that, I wouldn't have did what I did to you. You know, it's always my fault. So what I do now when guys want to blame me, I say, you know what, it's my fault. I don't give a fuck because the love I have for them has been cut off, and I don't believe that they really love me like they say they do. I think I'm more of a fantasy than a reality. I see myself as entertainment, but not as a person as far as moving forward and grow with them. But when I tell them my truth and I tell them how I feel, then all of a sudden, oh well, you must have them hormones. That's the shit you want. Or That didn't happen. You're making it up. You're lying. Now, reality is that you don't want me to tell people about you, but you came to hurt me. You want me to keep your secret a secret, but you come to hurt me. Now, just imagine if every time one of us got hurt, we start taking pictures of people that hurt us, and we start posting on the internet, and we just still secretly take pictures with them and show them that they was fucking with us. You know, it's so amazing to me how we can fuck their whole world up and stuff. But see, with me, I just don't believe in that. Only because when he do that retaliation shit, and I know that I'm not going to respond to what he thinks, and I'm sure he's not going to respond to what I think. But at the end of the day, it really started a spiral of depression, me into a deep depression and stuff. And it was really difficult for me to try to come up out of it. And the thing was, I was trying to find out how the other girls were getting past it. How was they dealing with it? What was they doing? Because I couldn't figure out why. I was still going through it as much more than anyone else. And that's when I learned my sisters were using self-medication and off of drugs and stuff. I wasn't doing that. I didn't know that's what they used, or weed, or whatever. But I learned that that's how they had to deal with it in order to go forward. Not all of them, but a lot of them was. Now, that's the thing. I started trying to do what they did, and it's like God said, no, you got to see everything that's going on, because it's a lot more bigger than you think. Now, me, myself, whenever I didn't want to deal with something, I didn't want to, you know, when someone hurt you and stuff, when I didn't want to deal with it, act like it didn't happen. So it's always been a conversation in reference to, I'm surprised you ain't sprung out on drugs. I'm surprised you haven't really snapped. It's because I act like it didn't exist. And I managed to take that through a lot of things when it came to relationships and stuff. When people hurt me, when I was used, when I was played like a fool, act like it didn't exist, like it didn't happen. And that's how I move forward. Now, remind you, I didn't even know that's what I was doing. I was doing, in reference to the childhood, growing up to the adult, when someone did something to me, when I was talking in reference to the woman who birthed me, when I tried to get them to help me, they wouldn't. So I act like it didn't happen. Whenever she would do anything as far as other things out the way, act like it didn't happen. So that's what I transferred all the way to my adulthood. And I know some people say, well, maybe they try to go get therapy. Right about now, like, I don't trust people. So for me to even try to think about something like that, it's almost impossible because I don't trust people. And when I did the video stuff, a lot of girls like myself that came after me. My fist fight, my storyline was a lot of times of me going after fighting the girls like me, fist fighting the girls like me, and I fought guys too, but it's just, it created a depression, and I always thought that we would be much more missed, and we would be us against the world. It wasn't going to destroy us. We'll fight together. But I learned that I was actually one of the warriors that was fighting alone. And a lot of girls were dealing with it with no problem because they were too heavily medicated on drugs. And if you're not heavily medicated on drugs, you get a chance to see reality. And I got a chance to see a lot of things that nothing was what I thought it was. The people who cared about me didn't give a fuck about me. And when I went down, I just kept going down. And everybody not everybody, but most everybody I helped was like, you ain't have to do a damn thing for me. Isn't it funny how people change once you help them and you get them on their feet, how the storyline changed? And it's funny because, you know, other people's got to do research on you, and they know, like that one dude I was with, I spent so much money, I took him shopping, got him clothes, and then he went to someone else to ask information about me. And basically, he must have took the advice because he left. And even though he knew better, he still took their side and left. Another guy liked me, and he wanted to get to know me. He was talking everything. He went and asked somebody about me, and he took their advice, and he left. Now, remind you, these were people who knew what was up. These people was in a gay bar. They already knew what was up, and they took someone else's advice over me. So it's amazing. And then there was one dude that was really cool. We used to talk by the bathroom when I was working in New York. He was a dealer and stuff, and he seemed like he was using more than he was selling, but we were talking stuff. Then he found that I messed with someone else, and they had a conversation about me, and he was like, well, that bitch fucks everybody. Won't remember who they've had sex with, because a lot of times a lot of girls like me have sex with so many people they don't remember. So he said that he had sex with me, and I was like, no, you didn't. He's like, yes, I did. You just don't remember. And he just started describing where you have Indians in your house. Bitch, really? There's tons of pictures of me with Indians in my house. Like, and he used that as a metaphor. I said, then what did we do? He said, I fucked you. No, you didn't. And it amazes me how we were so cool. And he went to someone else just to hurt me. And I thought you was my friend. In reality, say, please me out. Then all of a sudden I brought a guy home. I'm thinking he's nice. He sent me a message telling me he want to kill me. He's like on YouTube follow me as well. So it started my depression and stuff. And I kept saying, God, please keep your hand on my head. Because my revenge plot is going to be crazy. And I need you to keep your hand on my head so it never happens. Because I know a lot within myself I would never put on tape. But I know a lot within myself that I have to restrain. Because I feel like when you've been abused so much, after a while you get tired. And you start going back after people who hurt you. So, you know, I just want to share this with you as far as the depression and stuff that I went through and stuff. And that's just a little smart sprinkle of it. It's a whole hell of a lot more. But I can't even get high. I can't even get drunk. I can't even enjoy the luxuries of that because it's like I can't do it. It's almost like God is saying, you're gonna face everything everybody does to you. No more lying. You're gonna deal with the truth from now on. And everything that I've been dealing with has been my truth, but it's been ripping me the hell apart. It's been killing me because it's funny when you love someone so much and you care about people so much, you find out that they don't feel the same about you. In fact, they see you like almost like scum. It can really mentally fuck you up. But the truth is the truth, and I had to embrace that. It wasn't the answer that I wanted, but it was my truth. And once I stood in my truth, I just let everything go. And I said, fuck it. Anyway, I just wanted to share this with you on this Monday, and I want to ask you, since you stood in your truth, is everything the way you thought it was? Or has people really let you down when you stand in your truth? Are they still there rocking with you, or they just let you just fall by the wind? Anyway, I love you. If you're back on this, I want you to know I love you. And please subscribe to my channel. And thank you for watching. Get 3.
Alright now, did you subscribe to my channel yet? Come over and let's go on Instagram. Like I said before, you can follow me on Instagram. If you follow me, I'll follow back. Also, if you want to email me, if you want to talk to me at ravenover@yahoo.com. And also subscribe to my channel. And if you're the kind of person that suffer from abuse, make sure you try to get some type of help and stuff because depression is real. And we have to do one thing in life is try to be there for each other. Especially if you're the two spirit sisters and my brothers. Let's stay strong and be here for each other. I love you. Thank you for watching. Catch the rain.